Alright. 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 I wasn't gonna record. I was just gonna do this grindy bit off camera, but now I've changed my mind. So, hello, people of the world, and welcome back to Mallardcraft. I am the Dirty Ducky, and today we're gonna go out exploring and looking for resources. More specifically, we're gonna be looking for the stuff that we need to make potions. And that's why we're making maps here. I've already made one, but I'm making another one just to kind of show you how it's done. And it's pretty simple. It's redstone and iron to make a compass, and then the compass and paper to make a empty map. Then you use the map to make it a map of your area as opposed to the empty map. And then you put it in the cartography table and combine it with paper to make it bigger. At first, when you make the map, it's only going to be of 128 blocks square. It's 8 chunks. One pixel is one block. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. As you upgrade it, it zooms all the way out to a 2,000 block radius, where one pixel on the map is 16 blocks in the real world. It's a total of 128 chunks squared, which is pretty big. Now, when it comes to exploring massive areas, this is the map that you want. But now when it comes to displaying a decent area, and eventually we're going to have a map room where there's going to be a map up on the wall, and we're probably not going to use the fully zoomed out map for that. We're probably going to use stage 3, maybe 2, because you get a little bit more detail and it just looks better. But for right now, we're looking for stuff. So this trip is basically going to be one long adventure. I'm going to stop and collect anything that is useful, basically, like this Enderman, for example. We need the Ender Pearls, so I'm also not even taking a bed with us because I'm not going to take the time to sleep, because one of the things that we need to collect is phantom membranes, and for phantoms to spawn we have to go days on end without sleeping. So yeah, I just realized I didn't actually zoom my map all the way out. This is the largest coral reef that I've ever actually seen generate in Minecraft. This is pretty crazy. There's a lot of coral out there, which is good because I'm probably going to end up wanting to use it for stuff. And coral being one of those things that you can't farm in any way, you have to find it in the world to collect it. So what we're going to do is basically just sail around, and every now and then we'll stop and look at the map and let it fill in, and try to fill in as much of this map as we can while we're looking for the stuff that we need. I'm still going to have to zoom this map out a little bit more. This right here, the one that I'm holding, is probably about the size of the display map that we're going to use. I'm going to make a new one, and we're going to zoom it out all the way there. Now you see the difference. That tiny little area right there is all we've explored so far. So yeah, the fully zoomed out map is pretty massive. So hopefully we can find all the stuff that we're looking for within this one map frame, so we don't have to explore outside of this. But we'll see. And I think that maybe we should start out by checking out this shipwreck that we discovered the other day. And try to do it without dying. Oh no, I don't want to be stuck. Okay. Alright, yeah, cool. Little air pocket here in the door. And we're going to open the chest from this air pocket and see what we got. Not a lot that's actually interesting, but I figure out how to get out of here. Oh, you know what? Let's just be smart. Yeah, that works. And the carrots are good. Carrots is one thing that is on our checklist of stuff that we need to gather. Now there should be another chest. Yeah, right there. That's the captain's quarters. Now, ooh, lots of nice stuff. Hang on a minute. I don't want to. Oh god, no, I don't want to die. Okay, we're gonna do this the easy way. It may take a while, but anytime now. Hopefully I don't drown trying to dig this one block. This is why we need aqua affinity. Okay, take a second to breathe, and I can't reach it. Oh, apparently I'm hungry. Here we go. Alright, yeah, emeralds, gold, lapis, a lot of nice stuff. Like basically everything of value in the game. The captain's quarters chests are usually the ones that have the really good stuff in them. Now, we're gonna come over here. We got a buried treasure map out of that. So, we're gonna come over here real quick and put some stuff away. Make some room in the inventory. So, I'm not really sure what started happening right here, about here, but all of my footage seems to be really laggy. And I don't really know why. But we're gonna hit some of the high points as best I can. And I'm just gonna have to voice over it all because you can't understand anything I'm saying. Basically, I pulled the map out and realized that the buried treasure was right next to the ship that we got the buried treasure map out of, which is different. I've never seen that before, and it's quite convenient. So I go back over next to the ship and I start trying to line myself up with the X on the map, which is normally really difficult to do, but the real trick to it is basically just try to get the little arrow as centered on the X in the map as you can. And then once you figure out exactly where you need to dig, you just dig down. Most of the time, I don't do a very good job of lining it up. I usually end up digging quite a lot. And with it getting dark and the fact that this treasure was underwater, I was a little nervous about having to do this, but I kind of just went for it. I was trying really hard not to drown. Eventually I managed to find the treasure, and I was only off by like a block or two in where I initially started trying to dig down. But we got the heart of the sea, which was quite exciting. That's the biggest thing, in my opinion, that you can get from the buried treasure. That's the real treasure there, as well as some other odds and ends things, iron, gold, a few things. But this was also right about the time that I started noticing that my skin was wrong, and I don't know why that was, but I'm starting to think that that and the recording issues may have been related. So long story short, we ended up taking a whole bunch of stuff back to the base and putting it away and making some room in the inventory and going out and exploring some more. I took the time to apply one of the feather falling books that we came across to my boots because I didn't already have feather falling, and why not? Okay, and here, this is supposed to be the main point of the episode. The purpose of all this expedition was to collect the things we need for potion making, and for the most part that was successful, but the footage is just terrible and I don't know why, and it's bothering me if you can't tell, but we're going to try to make an episode out of it. So in the original footage I was discussing right here how odd it was that my skin was reset, and then I even tried to log out and fix that, but for whatever reason my skin wouldn't even load. So skip ahead after a few more minutes of exploration and I came across a desert temple, but this is exactly what the footage looks like for several seconds. So we're gonna sit here for a second and stare at this, and then eventually, sooner or later, yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, at this point, I don't even remember why I fell in, but I know it scared the crap out of me, and I just barely missed the pressure plate there. So, for anyone who doesn't know, these places are a pretty good place to get some nice loot, but that pressure plate, yeah, there you go. Now you can see the TNT underneath, and you can probably hear that the sound recorded just fine from Minecraft, but I don't know. This is just, it's irritating me. I'm sorry, guys. I did manage to get some decent loot, quite a few diamonds, some horse armor, a bunch of string, a lot of rotten flesh. It was worth it. The TNT alone makes it worth it to me. I like TNT. So finally we got out of there and we proceeded with the reason that we came to the desert. One of the reasons. And I was trying to show that you could chase the rabbits around all you want. You'd probably never be able to hit them. But if you put a carrot in your hand, they come right to you. And then this part's a little terrible. And it really hurts my soul to have to do this. But one of the ingredients we need for potion making is a rabbit's foot. So that's going to involve, well, killing a few rabbits. It's unfortunate, but it's necessary. As we continued sailing around, off in the distance there, we could see the lights of a village, but I didn't want to enter that village in the night, so we sit here and wait for daylight so that we don't have to worry about monsters. But I'm actually just gonna go ahead and cut that part out because we didn't find anything interesting there. Just some villagers. Now, I know I've showed this already before, but we haven't really talked about it. One of the best ways to fight Endermen involves water. You see, they actually take damage if they touch water. So if you stay in the water, the most they can do is come up close to it. It's effective. And it keeps you from getting beat up by said Enderman. Another one of the things that I was hoping to come across in this adventure. And so we're going to go ahead and collect up some of this acacia. I don't even actually care so much for the wood right now. I just want the saplings. We're going to add this to our little tree farm that we got going on over there. Alright, finally that horrible business is done. I'm not going to collect more than one of these because I don't really use the potions. I'm literally just trying to get this to show you guys. So, finally done with that. And that's one more piece of today's checklist checked off. Alright, well here's a good clip that didn't get all choppy. And it actually shows me trying to line up with the X on the map. Now, I wasn't actually talking in this part, which is kind of, well, I guess it works out because now I'm just voice-overing it. But I find where I think the center of the X is, and then I just start looking around. And I was a little off, but I was able to dig the sand quickly enough that I could just look around without drowning. And that's basically all that. And see, there it is right there. That's all there is to it. Sometimes you may usually I end up being way off and digging like ginormous holes and still never actually find the treasure, but sometimes you get lucky and you'll get it on the first try. You'll go straight down to it. And this time I was kind of somewhere in between. I had to do a little bit of digging around, but I did eventually find it. So, and we got another part of the sea out of the deal, so that's a big plus. I guess we'll do this to commemorate the atrocities we had to commit in order to gather that one piece of potion making supply. We'll put the third one we got up here. Becoming like our little trophy corner. So we're gonna take a few minutes to make some room, empty some stuff out, and then we're gonna go head back out and see if we can't find some more of the stuff that we need. I'd still really like to come across a dark oak forest, both for the dark oak trees and saplings, and also because they're a good place to get brown mushrooms, and that's something we're gonna need for potion making. And I would really like to find a jungle. Like, above all, we need to find a jungle. The jungle trees are useful for growing cocoa beans and making brown dye, but mostly we want the vines and the bamboo. Definitely the bamboo. But the vines are really good for making decorative things, and we need that very badly. So, jungle is like at the top of the list today. We still haven't slept this entire time that we've been out exploring, and I'm pretty sure that it's been long enough now that we should start getting phantom spawns. So, in order to avoid the other mobs, such as the creeper that's currently staring at me like he wants to eat me, we're going to build a little platform here up in the air where no other mobs can get to us. And we want to make it big enough that the phantoms aren't going to knock us off. And then we're just going to stand here and wait, because I'm pretty sure we should get a phantom spawn soon. Oh, yep, there we go. That's what we want. Come on back here. I got another one for you. Come on down. I want to try to use my sword so we get the looting effect. And I missed. How did I miss? I missed again. Was it just me, or did it kind of look like that arrow went through him? Okay, that one was a little high. Wow, I'm doing quite terrible right now. Bye. Ah, got it. Oh, yeah, and we got the phantom membrane. Alright, cool. Well, that's what we came here for, so now we just need the sun to come up so that we don't die immediately when we come down from this platform. Alright, so that's one more piece collected. We still got several more to go, but I'm gonna go ahead and plant some carrots while I'm here and thinking about it, because this is one of the things that we need for potion making. Not carrots specifically, but golden carrots. And plus they're useful later when it comes to villager things and whatnot, so we might as well plant some now that we have some. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and this is a pretty simple recipe. It's 8 gold nuggets and a carrot. Makes a golden carrot. And this is another one of our potion ingredients. So now we'll just add this to the barrel. And now we just have a few more things to collect. Let's see, we're still missing the gas tier, which I'm not going to bother collecting because, well, they're a pain and I don't feel like doing it. So, sorry. But the gas tier makes potions of regeneration, which are quite handy. I just don't feel like doing it. We're also missing the fermented spider's eye, which is actually a crafting recipe that we're going to have to get the pieces for. And that's going to be sugar, a spider's eye, and a brown mushroom. So that's one of the reasons why we're on the lookout for brown mushrooms. But the next ingredient that we're going to try to get a hold of is the pufferfish. And probably the easiest way to do this is just to go fishing. Now, especially if you live near a warm ocean biome like I do, you could probably just go out and swim around with a bucket of water and catch a pufferfish in a bucket. But honestly, it's dangerous. Pufferfish are poisonous. They hurt you if you get near them. And I think it's just easier to sit here and fish. Plus, I'm waiting for another nightfall so we can try to get some more of the phantom membranes. So I'm just going to chill out here. While we're just sitting here fishing, we could talk about some stuff. Like, for example, I know I got the magma creams and the glistening melons off camera before I started recording. The glistening melons, the same recipe as the golden carrot. It's just 8 gold nuggets surrounding a regular melon. And that's one of the crafting ingredients that we have already. The magma creams, you can get magma creams by simply killing the magma cubes. That's the most common way to get it, I guess. But depending on what you have access to in your world, you can also make magma cream by combining slime balls with blaze powder, and that will make a magma cream. And we actually did both. At first I was just gonna make one magma cream, but then I decided I wanted more fire resistance potions, so we went ahead and went back to the nether, to the very beginning of that basalt delta, and killed a few more magma cubes to collect the magma creams that we have now. We're also missing the turtle shell helmet thing. What, I don't know what it's called exactly, but you make it from the scoots of turtles. And to be honest, it's a really difficult ingredient to get a hold of. And in my personal opinion, the potion that you make from it is not worth the effort. So I'm not even going to worry about it. Now, seeing as the sun is going down, I'm going to go ahead and do something that I should have done a long time ago and just spam torches around this entire area so I don't have to worry about the zombies and creepers and skeletons spawning. And we're going to see if we can't get some more phantom membranes in this night. Now, my plan is to continue to sit at the edge of this dock and keep fishing until some phantoms spawn, which they definitely should. I still haven't slept. We should actually see quite a few phantoms in this night because we only got one in the last night, but I'm pretty sure that the longer you go without sleeping, the more phantoms you'll spawn. So I still see some dark spots here. I'm gonna keep placing torches and try to get rid of all these dark spots because I especially do not want any creepers coming up on me while I'm sitting there fishing. The zombies I'm way less worried about, but I don't want them coming over either. A big dark spot right here. Nope. I hear one. Yeah, ouch. They come swooping down a lot quicker than I anticipated. I got a spider frenzy. Oop, whoop. We got at least 2 of them now. Come on, big boys. Phantom's hitboxes are really strange. Plus they move, so it makes them kind of difficult to hit. Here's something quite peaceful to do. Some night fishing while waiting to hear the screams of phantoms spawning. How relaxing. I gotta say though, this view is amazing. This is one reason why I wanted to build here, is I just love looking out over the coral reef. I'm all paranoid. I'm just waiting for more phantoms to spawn. Oh, there we go. Oh, hi. Hang on, just let me catch this potential pufferfish. Nope, not a pufferfish. Alright, to battle. Hopefully we can actually get some phantom membranes out of these guys. So we're crossing well over the 20-minute mark now. So I believe I'm gonna cut this here. And I know most of this has all been exploration, but we'll call this one part 1, and we'll do part 2 in the near future. Maybe if time allots for me, I might be able to release part 2 tomorrow. We'll see. It definitely will be in the next couple of days. So keep an eye out for it. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you hit that bell, you'll get a notification as soon as part 2 comes out. Yeah. But all of the footage is already filmed. I just have to do the editing, so it'll be pretty quick. I'm literally going to go straight from this video to that video, so I'll see you guys in that one. For now, I am the Dirty Ducky, and I'm out.